Trump attorney Alina Habba is here. Alina, I'm a little disappointed in this, but what's your take and download of the whole situation here?
I think it's the same sentiment that you have. Obviously, we were hoping that the judge would be a little bit more forceful in this. I think his decision is a little bit wishy-washy. But again, like Mr. Sadow said, the attorney on the case, we'll deal with it as we need to. These are not the end-all be-alls. There are other ways that we handle things and higher courts, and I'm sure he'll make the right decision in that strategically. But look, there's no question there was wrongdoing here. I like that he made them make a decision. I would have preferred that he made the decision himself. I think that was giving them a lot of leeway, but we have a lot of corruption all over across the board, as we've seen. And this is not the first or the last we'll hear of it. And more importantly, the fact that this case is still standing, that Carl literally was based on things that the judge has said. He's already thrown counts out. We know that. Yeah. And now he's saying, okay, this prosecutor who might be compromised may not. Oh, let's just get rid of the boyfriend and then we'll be good. It's a little concerning, of course, to anybody. Let's just be Americans for a minute. They brought this case while they were having a relationship. That's clear they have a relationship and have whatever it is. And they colluded to bring a ridiculous case against President Trump to try and interfere with an election. Those are the facts we know and I care about. I really personally don't care who does what with whom. What I care about is when you do it and you take it into the court system, when you hire people that shouldn't be hired to try and take down a common political enemy. That's where we've got a problem. Hiring somebody for $1 million, he's never tried a case like this. I mean, things like that are seriously concerning, and that's what Miss Willis did, not Mr. Wade.
Well, also, the implication of this whole thing is that, like she said, on numerous occasions and more words than this, but basically, I needed his expertise to prosecute this case. He resigned like that. So are they going to be able to prosecute the case and prove that they didn't need him in the first place, which makes me kind of want to get the money back for the taxpayers of Georgia. But Trump reacted to all this not too long ago. He said, the Fani Willis lover, Mr. Nathan Wade, Esquire, has just resigned in disgrace as per his and her reading of the judge's order today. This is the equivalent of the deranged Jack Smith getting canned, big stuff, something which should happen in the not too distant future. What's your thoughts on the fact that every single one of these trials seems to be met with either extreme public scrutiny, like, obviously the New York Attorney General Letitia James getting booed by the fire department, or getting thrown out altogether in some cases?
I think they overreach. I think they don't think things through. And I think that, eventually the truth is coming out. I think we're seeing a turn of events. It started when the Supreme Court made that great decision, giving Americans the right to choose who they want to vote for in an election. This will all come out. We've seen record logs showing that these DAs and AGs are visiting the White House. We're seeing that there was coordination, cooperation with all of them, that they're sharing evidence. These things are coming out. It's the same things we've been saying for years, but in time, like I say always, in time, the truth will come out. And it's really helping President Trump, to be honest, the more that their true colors show. And you can't deny that. If you look at the polls, it's proof right there.
Yeah, well, what do you make of the fact that Fani Willis went into a church and basically called Donald Trump racist? I mean, that to me is like way beyond the parallel of anybody who should be holding any office anywhere.
Yeah, all I'll say is this. It's always the ones that act that way themselves that say that you are that, oh, you're this, you're that. Well, typically that comes from a place of racism themselves. It's a very disturbing thing. I don't use that word lightly. And I think that there is truly a derangement, a fixation that has blinded people. And the fact that she would, there was perjury that happened. We know that. We saw the cell phone records. We saw the pings. We saw all the information. The fact that is this, Carl, and this is what I would say on it. Ask yourself as an American, if it was Donald Trump or one of his kids or one of his lawyers that was doing this, would they be treated the same way? And I assure you the answer is no. That's right.
Yeah, exactly. There is not a person on this planet that believes they would be treated the same way. All right, Alina Habba, I appreciate you taking the time on a Friday. Thank you.